right, so we are the Work From Home Team 4, and we created an app called Adaptive, and we'd love to tell you more about it. But first off, we'll introduce ourselves. My name's Ashley Dawson.
My name is Jenchun Wu.
Elijah Weeding.
Zach Skiles.
Just meet Carter.
Imagine a world where college students could gain valuable experience from anywhere in the globe with the flexibility of working from home. Not only this, but managers and supervisors can easily delegate and prioritize tasks while gaining feedback without being in the office. Companies are able to attract high-performing talent from across the globe, even in the midst of a pandemic. In a matter of days, the workplace has dramatically shifted from this picture on the left to this picture on the right. And that's left a lot of key drivers for desire for simplicity, online collaboration, the need for productivity despite distraction, uncertain economies causing many industries to pivot, and most of all, internships have switched from in-office to remote or even canceled internships.
Josh and Tim are the users, organization they work for are the customers. Here in this situation, Josh is the manager and Tim is the intern working in the S.O.S corporation. Due to COVID, they're working remotely. They want a system to collaborate due to the distance as they're working from home now. The current condition, time management, overwhelming to-do list, lack of routine, overlapping work life and home life, productivity, distractions imposed by working from home, lack of focus, procrastination, connectivity, co-workers have different working hours, managers unable to gain in-person feedback, and difficulties collaborating. If only there was a tool that could help them in this pandemic. This would transform an overwhelming to-do list to a customized daily checklist, allowing managers to delegate and prioritize tasks and giving interns a starting point to a productive day, provided tips and reminders for people adjusting to working from home, allowed for collaborative schedules to arrange meeting times, gave managers real-time feedback in order to track productivity and answer any questions related to assignments. So interns and managers are able to improve time management, productivity, and connectivity given uncertainties of COVID with weighting priorities, employee feedback, and daily check-ins offered through our product.
So as far as integration goes, the technologies that we used to develop our app included React, which was our front-end JavaScript framework, and this allowed us to implement a lot of our features with relative ease. We used NPM as our package manager, which allowed us to install some packages that made implementing features easier. We used Heroku, which is a cloud hosting platform that we use to deploy and manage our app. We used GitHub as a version manager so that we would push to GitHub and Heroku at the same time. Heroku would automatically build and deploy our application. So planned to use Node.js and MongoDB for the backend, Node as the server-side language and Mongo as the database. We didn't get as far as using those, but those were in the original plan. And if we had more time, we would be using those to implement the backend.
So this is how we structure our application and how we envision the feature and the connectivity between interns and managers sides by this information architecture diagram. Right now, we will showcase two demos. The first I will show is a mock-up prototype that we envision the whole prototype should do and should achieve. Let's start with intern Josh perspective. Whenever he enters this adaptive application, he can sign up with Microsoft account, and then the Microsoft account will sync their scheduled tasks from their calendar or the tasks assigned by their manager. So imagine that when he completes his day, he finished one task, there will be a prompt and question, you have completed something, how did it go? So he will check in and see if he feels productive or it could feel better during that event. Whatever he submits, he will transfer to the manager side so manager can review his response. But at this screen, you can see Josh was prompted to rest and grab some fresh during his day. In dashboard, he can view the whole schedule, how his day goes. And if he wants to know more tips about how to work from home, he can check a bunch of articles in our database. And we have also some tab above that, for example, he can check productive and select more focused article to improve his performance. So from another side, there's, as you know, a manager can also connect their Microsoft account to this adaptive. Here we count another manager team. From team screen, he can see that how he can assign tasks to his employees. So for example, assign this to his employee Guilford, and Guilford can receive the assigned tasks on his screen. And from another side, like a very important screen, like in their dashboard, team can check every team member's productivity or how they fit in during the day and what is their response status. And they can see a very like collectively response for the whole day for each member. And I will turn back Jack to introduce our functional application.
Here we have the actual application. You can see that I am using Chrome DevTools, the device tool, and I'm viewing this on a simulated iPhone 10 screen. Here's our main screen. We can sign in using this, although we don't actually have authentication backend set up yet. If we go in as Josh, we can see the dashboard here, and we can see the tasks that he was productive at, not productive at, or ones that he didn't respond to. We can also view his responses using the button here. If we go to his schedule, these are all the events that he has scheduled. We can add to this if we want to create a new event. We'll say it starts at 5 p.m. and ends at 6 p.m. And you can see that that's updated and appears down here. Now, in order to complete a task, you just click on the task, and this pop-up will come up here asking the user to check in. So if we click check in, it'll come up with this little box that asks you how you felt. You can mark productive, put in feedback like, I felt confident during this event. Then you submit it, and if we go back to the dashboard and view our responses, we can see that it shows up here. So the user marked it as productive, and their feedback is shown here. And we also have working tips articles here. If you click on one, it will lead you where the article came from. And that is as far as we got for the actual application. So with that, I will turn it back over to Ashley.
Focusing on this customer segment of interns and employers with interns, and through the key propositions of providing time management, productivity, and connectivity, through the channels of they're able to request a demo online and purchase online, so that eliminates contact between whoever is downloading the product and whoever is purchasing the product. Through this, we'll maintain customer relationships. Through the support that we provide, we're able to generate new customers through free trials and customer referrals. And we're also able to offer follow-up surveys on ways that we can improve the app as time goes on. And we'll focus on key partners with organizations and universities, and the resources that we will need will mainly revolve around our staff and supporting the customers, marketing our product, and also developing and designing our product, as well as the intellectual property. And through this, our key activities that our organization will focus on will be sales and marketing of our product, developing and creating our product, and supporting our customers throughout the process. When it comes to costs and revenues, like I said, our main resource comes from our staff. So our main cost will probably fall on benefits and compensation for them, but we're able to fund that through the revenue that we make through the subscriptions that companies are paying for. So here's a monthly price based on the basic plan, but organizations are able to upgrade to a premium plan, which gives them more support and service. And this is broken down by the number of users. So the more users that a company has, the lower their monthly cost per user. And as you can see, here's the monthly price that they can anticipate, as well as the annual price. Primarily, organizations should focus on the safety of their stakeholders, whether that's employees, being the managers, or the interns that they're bringing into the company. Due to the uncertainty of COVID, we don't know how long this is going to last. It's not safe for people to travel to go to internships out of state or out of their city. But not only does it cut on the physical risk, but also the financial risk associated. Companies are able to save money when they provide remote internships because they're able to cut the cost of housing and relocation for their interns. And lastly, the flexibility and convenience. Having a remote internship program really gives interns the valuable experience of working, but they're able to from anywhere in the world. So whether that's out of city, out of state, or even across the globe.